When it comes to YouTube snacks, everyone thinks they're the best.
Better than the gummy bears.
Absolutely.
Better than the Airheads.
9 out of 10. I could munch on these for sure.
Better than Hershey's. Flat out.
This might bankrupt Hershey.
But I just bought every YouTuber snack I could get my hands on to see if they're telling the truth or if they're a bunch of liars. Okay, we just got the Ryan Trahan Joyride candies. We got 4 different flavors.
Strawberry, blue raspberry, pink lemonade, and green apple.
There's this huge promotion on these things that there's only 4 grams of sugar in there. And this is something I've seen with a lot of these influencer candies, is they always get you with, oh, there's barely a little bit of ingredients. Only mine has less sugar than the competitor, yada, yada, yada. And after a few months or so, they end up changing the formula to usually make it taste better. So I'm kind of worried that these might suck when it comes to taste, but let's test it out. Nothing special. In terms of sourness, because you guys know I love my sour candy, these are trash.
It has a reasonable amount of sugar.
The flavor's not bad, but this tastes like the generic candy you can get at a store. You know how like there's those off-brand like Sour Patch Kids, right? Like there's a Sour Patch Pals or whatever, and they say that they're sour and they're just kind of just bland. Kind of like this. I mean, the taste is slightly better, but it does taste pretty generic.
Pink lemonade?
No. Ew. There's like good lemonade and then there's like bad lemonade, and it tastes like bad lemonade. So, yeah, I'm gonna say you're 0 for 2 right now, Ryan.
Blue raspberry.
If this one doesn't taste good, I don't have high hopes for you. Yeah, I mean, they're not that bad, but they're not like amazing either. There's just like a very faint hint of the blue raspberry taste. If I had to make a solid conclusion before I make the final one, it tastes like generic candy. That would be my biggest comment on it.
We don't use fake anything.
Everything hangs in the balance for you here. You gotta get at least 1 W. Disappointing, Ryan. Disappointing. You make great content. You're out here giving people pennies and getting like hundreds of dollars back from people, and you're gonna give me some crappy candy like this. This is false advertising right here. Sour, my ass. Disappointment, hands down. Boring. I would not buy Joyrides again. I'm sorry, man. The candy, look, you make great content. Your candy sucks. So with that review, I gotta give Joyride Candy by Ryan Trahan a C ranking because that candy is not worth the price.
My face is on it.
The next product we got is the If You're Broke Just Say So cookies by Pokimane.
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
These are Pokimane's Mina snacks, Mina snacks, I don't know how to pronounce, but they are the Midnight Mini Cookies. The one thing I will say that sucks about these cookies is you gotta have 4 bags. So I'm really hoping that I like these things, because if I don't, I have 3, it's gonna be 4 bags essentially, that I don't want. So let's just get to it. So at first glance, these cookies look kind of not gonna lie. This is what they show you that they look like on the actual, you know, packaging, but in real life, they're kind of doo-doo. They look so bad, the camera doesn't even want to focus on them. Like that's just, it's just how bad they are. Finally, oh my God, that took forever. That is what they look like. They look just like charcoal. Honestly, they look terrible. But here's how I'm gonna judge these cookies. I'm gonna eat one dry as hell. I think that some cookies are really good by themselves. You don't need milk. And then I think the real test is, do they taste good in milk? That is the catalyst for, I think, a lot of great cookies. So let's see. They are dry. Oh my God. Oh, I can feel it just caking my mouth. I mean, you know, they're chocolatey cookies. It's kind of hard to mess up chocolate cookies, in my opinion. But the real test is dunking them in milk. We're doing the dunk. Gonna hold it here in a little bit. I don't want to get super soaked on this one, so we're gonna do a little dunk. They fall apart pretty quickly. Doesn't really add anything though. Look, they're not terrible. I will say that. I kind of hate that I have 4 bags. I would have liked to just been able to get 1 bag. By the way, I want to put this out there because I think consumers should know this. I've only ate 4 cookies from right now. That's how much is in the bag. Okay? That's how much is in the bag. We talk about shrinkflation in the world. You know what I mean? Everybody kind of talks about how, you know, a lot of companies have big packaging and they're not really full with a lot of cookies or candies or whatever the hell you're buying. So just take that into consideration. Lot of air in this package. A lot of air. They're not terrible. Like, I've definitely had worse tasting cookies. I should also point out that these cookies do say that there is no artificial flavors, they're grain-free, plant-based, sweetened with coconut. So they are supposed to be a healthier alternative. I have a theory that I'll talk about when I review another product about those kind of things. Because here's the thing, the Ryan snack ones too, the Ryan sour ones are also supposed to be a lot healthier, and those suck too. So, yeah, I don't know. I would eat these cookies over Ryan's, but that's not saying a lot personally. So, yeah, let's move on to the next product. Actually, before I move on, I do want to say one really positive thing about Pokimane Cookies, and that is my sister was able to eat these things. My sister has a strict diet to where she can only eat certain things, and that doesn't include a lot of snacks. So when I was like, yo, can you eat these cookies? Because I didn't like them, she ate half of the bag. So I will say that is a very big positive there, because it is providing a snack for, you know, a group of people that can't often eat a lot of snacks, that definitely crave snacks. But with all that being said, I don't think Pokimane Cookies are worth it, so that's gonna be a C from me.
If you're a broke boy, just say so.
Before we move on, I have to tell you about my latest product, which is the subscribe button. It's available right now, and for anyone who clicks that subscribe button today, you will receive this special offer of all my future videos absolutely free. So make sure you get the special offer before it disappears forever. The next candy we're gonna be tasting, I do not have a lot of hope for, because one, it feels just like a sponsored candy.
The Sour Gummy Challenge.
And this is from FaZe Rug, and I wanna say it's sponsored by Cash App. So, yeah, this thing cost me about $20. And this thing is all about a viral challenge. Like, you're apparently supposed to eat like 3 at once and see if you can handle it for like a minute or whatever. You know, it's a very gimmicky candy. So I don't have any high hopes for this. But this is what it looks like. So here's the thing with this. So instead of doing 3 at a time, I'm gonna judge them one by one. I don't know how many come in this thing actually, but I think we're gonna start out with 1, and then maybe we do the, oh my God. Okay, first of all, I don't like opening up my candy and finding a do not eat thing in there like that. I can't say I've ever bought candy with this in it. So that's kind of concerning and gross. I understand that certain foods do that, but what if that thing just busted open? It says do not eat, and it was literally on the candy. So if I get sick, you FaZe Rug, or whatever your FaZe boy's name is, dude, this slimy. Yeah, I'm definitely only eating 1 because I'm not trying to die today. I'm also probably gonna try to eat 1 that wasn't touched by that thing, so we're gonna go with, dude, they're slimy, bro. And I should also point out, this product had horrible reviews on Amazon. This is the only place I was able to buy it. But let's just see if it's sour. It feels like Jello. Dude, this ain't sour. It's got a little bit of like, I forget what the term is for the sour stuff put on it, but I've had way sour stuff to it. I mean, it's got a little bit of a zing to it. Maybe if you did have 3 at once, it would be pretty, I don't even know if 3 would matter, but I think Warheads are worse. So in terms of sour, I should say Warheads are better if I'm trying to make sense here. I will say Warheads, the sourness would have worn off by now because it's hard candy, right? It comes right off. So maybe this jelly cube thing, whatever the hell this is, because I'm still getting a little bit of the zing, but it's not sour. If you could use this technology and it would be a hard candy, it would be better texture-wise, because like, I think if you're a texture person, you're probably gonna hate this candy if you don't like jello-y type stuff. I kind of want to bite into it. Let's do it. Yeah, biting into it doesn't really, it's not like more sour in the middle or anything. Not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. They're not super sour though. They're not like, but if I'm being honest, I could probably finish all of these. What are these things made out of that this had to be in the bag? Like, that's kind of really concerning to me. What's going on there? Wouldn't be the first time a FaZe member does something shady. So I don't know, maybe it's cocaine. You gotta stay phased up, you know what I mean? That's what, maybe they're throwing that in there. I can definitely feel it coating my tongue though. Like, my tongue is still feeling you know, that little bit of flavoring, the sourness. But it's also probably because I ate 4 in the span of like 5 minutes. I will say this design is kind of cool, but would I buy 1-Up candy again? No. I mean, again, it's not something that I think is great. I think it's a gimmick. Again, it sticks around. I just don't like the jelliness of it. I don't think that's great, but no, I would not buy it again. Also, the price tag, way too much. $20 for that? No.
So FaZe Rug's weird jelly cube candy is totally gotta go to the C tier. I gotta quickly interrupt this video because while actually coming up with the thumbnail for this video, I was looking for this damn thing and I found out that FaZe Rug has more candy, and it's these things. They are called 1UP freeze-dried lemon drops. I don't think I've ever had freeze-dried candy anything, and we're gonna try this. Honestly, if I'm showing you this right now, it just looks like old lemon drops that exploded. They don't look that appetizing, I'm gonna tell you that right now. But, I mean, look at this one. Look, this is just white powder stuff. Like, really? It just looks like the sodium or the sugar or whatever the hell was in this thing just exploded. So I have no idea what freeze-dried candy is. My mic is way down here. I hope you could hear me through that whole thing. But let's go ahead and try these and see if they're good. These blow dick. Like, I honestly, you know what I feel like this happened? Is I feel like this was a way to actually just reuse old candy. Like, I feel like there's like an old lemon drop company out there that's like, yo, we got a bunch of expired lemon drops. How can we sell these things to get some money? And, you know, FaZe Rug came along and was like, oh yeah, why don't we just make, you know, freeze dry them or some crap and sell them like that with my face on it. To be fair, that is not FaZe Rug on the package, but he is on the website kind of, you know, promoting these things. He even has this photo where he's in Walmart. I feel like regular lemon drops would be way better than this. I don't know what this freeze-dried gimmick is, but it sucks. Price doesn't even matter with this candy because it was so bad that you should unsubscribe to FaZe Rug for promoting it. So the next candy review is a bit weird because I've actually tried this candy before, but it was before the pandemic and I kind of want to see if they taste the same. But on top of that, there are claims from a YouTube channel called the World's Okayest Candy Store that this candy is just repackaged Sour Belts, which is a very popular candy brand. And lastly, when I tried to review this candy, it was the same day I did the FaZe Rug jelly candy, and I could barely taste these sour strips because my mouth was so coated in that jelly candy. So I felt like it wasn't a fair review, and I decided to try them the next day.
It's the next day, I'm rocking the JoJo Siwa, and we're gonna see if these things are good or not. The flavor hits so much better now that my mouth isn't coated in like sour stuff. Yeah, the flavor is delicious. Not really sour. And maybe that's what I really loved about them the first time, was the flavor was really good. But I wouldn't say that they're really sour, to be honest. They're good though. There's like a little hint of like a nice sour, but got a little bit of a hint of it there. But yeah, it's not like overpowering. I don't know, when I have sour candy, I love sour candy, you know what I mean? It's like got that malic acid that's like this isn't overbearing. Like, you can actually taste the flavor in this candy. So let's try pink lemonade. Pink lemonade is there, but this is the flavor in blue raspberry is just so delicious. I actually think the blue raspberry might overpower the pink lemonade, but it's good, bro. I would 100% buy these again.
I think it's pretty obvious after that review, sour strips are S tier.
The next candy is Sour Boys by Oompaville, and I have to say a few things before this review. The first thing is these candies took forever to get because they were always sold out. Good for you, Oompaville. Number two, you pay more for shipping than you do the actual product, which I think is pretty crazy, especially when something like Pokimane Cookies cost $5 for shipping and you get 4 bags. And lastly, number three, this review might be a little flawed because this candy sat in my hot mailbox for 2 days because it got here early. Maybe that's why you pay so much for shipping. But let's try these things. I will say right now, these are thick boys. They are not very thin like the other candies that we've tried. So I don't know if that's gonna affect the taste test. There's a lot of, you know, you got a lot of the sprinkles, the malic acid on here or whatever, and maybe it's sugar, I don't really know. So let's see if it, one, tastes like cotton candy, and two, if it tastes good. I don't know if this is supposed to be green and pink or if it's supposed to be blue and pink. The packaging is blue and pink, but yeah, this don't look blue and pink anymore. So far, very little flavor. We got a lot of the sour sprinkle stuff here, so I'm gonna kind of coat my tongue in that. Let's see. Sour Boys my ass. These are not sour at all. Like, they taste like candy you could buy at the store, honestly. Now, granted, that's a very broad saying, but what I mean is, like, the sour candy, like, a lot of the, again, it was kind of like Ryan's, right? When I was saying that it tastes kind of generic. Now this has better flavor than Ryan's, 100%. But it's not sour. Like, I hate when, you know, brands put like sour on their thing. It's not really sour, bro. Maybe other people find this sour, but I don't know. Like, maybe it's the Latino in me and I just don't think this is sour at all. Maybe it's how like some people think that mayonnaise is spicy. I don't know. That's just not how it is. These are not sour, but we have another pack to try, so let's see if these are any better. These are mango cherry love bombs, so let's see if these are any better. Again, I don't know if this has been affected by the sitting in the sun thing, but again, these are very thick boys. Like, these are thick candy, which positive there. Like, a lot of candy is pretty thin. Like, you could be chomping on this for a bit. I mean, these things are kind of like, you know, they're long. I wish I was hung like this, but like, damn, we're gonna taste this and see if it's good. No, it's not sour, bro. I think the flavor on this one's kind of weak too. There is like a light hint of like a zing in there, you know what I mean? Like what you would expect from something sour, very faint. But is it sour? No. Like when I think of sour, I still think Warheads kind of got the most sour vibe out there in sour candy. If I'm being honest, I think a lot of sour candy has like dialed it back recently. I don't know if that's for health reasons. If maybe people are like, oh, we can't, it's too sour. I don't really know why, but I do feel like a lot of sour candy has gotten weaker over the years. But like when I'm talking about sour, like I want to be like, damn, these are good, you know what I mean? That's what I'm looking for. You're not gonna really get that from this candy. I'm a little disappointed, Oompaville, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm a little disappointed in this candy. I figure, you know, he's kind of crazy and zany in some of his videos, so I figured his candy was gonna go pretty hard. But I have to say, kind of, yeah, I don't know. It's okay. Like, I'll definitely finish the bags, but that's also because I don't want to be wasteful. Will I buy these again? No. Not for the price that they are. Like, maybe if they were at the store, like my local shop, and I saw them there, maybe I'd pick them up. But you'd also be competing with other candy that I already like. And, but I just can't. The $7.30 for shipping is kind of crazy, and that's probably why one of the reasons why I wouldn't buy that. Like, when shipping costs more than the thing you're gonna buy, I think that's a bit outlandish in my opinion. So yeah, will I buy Oompaville's candy again? Probably not.
But just because I won't buy it doesn't mean I won't eat it.
That's what she said.
So Sour Boys is going to get a B from me. Okay, we got some late entries into this video, and it is Popcorn by the D'Amelios. We're gonna make this one kind of quick. I just f***ed up the bag. This is another one of the healthy treats out there. The no GMO, the gluten-free type of popcorn and stuff like that. I think it's really hard to mess up popcorn, but we'll see. Is it good? This is the white cheddar popcorn. I mean, tastes like popcorn. I mean, yeah, I would totally eat this. My only negative is the bag rips like insanely easy. Other than that, this is good popcorn. This is their cotton candy flavor. Let's see how this one tastes. I've tasted a few cotton candy things, I feel like, this video, and there you have them, and great. Yo. I don't know how they do it by the freaking stuff still just looking white. There is this weird candy-like flavor on this popcorn. Like, it just shows up, like, after a few bites, and it's, like, really weird, but I'm kind of digging it. I gotta say this, the D'Amelios freaking shocked me here. They actually got themselves on the back of the bag. Also, Mama D'Amelio, hello. The verdict in on this one is good. With that being said, Be Happy Popcorn by the D'Amelios is totally S tier for me. It's now time for the final candy in this video, and you know who it had to be from.
Feastables और strawberries का taste amazing है. हाँ, जो भी वीडियो देख रहा है उसे Walmart जाकर खरीदना चाहिए.
That's right, we have the new MrBeast Feastable bars. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've actually tried the new formula on their original bar or the basic bar, which I think is milk chocolate, and it was better.
Before we continue, I just want to point out that if you are buying these influencer snacks because they're healthy, definitely make sure you check in periodically with them, because MrBeast candy originally said that it had 5 ingredients and it was organic, and if you look at the new stuff, it doesn't say any of that anymore. So if you are one of these health conscious people, definitely make sure that you're checking the ingredients every time there's a new candy that comes out from these influencers.
We're back and it's time to try the new MrBeast bars, which are going to be peanut butter, almond, and dark chocolate sea salt. But let's start with the most neutral one with how can you mess up chocolate and almonds? So we're gonna see if this MrBeast bar is what it's all about. So we'll see how this bite tastes. Very soft chocolate, I will say that. Not bad. I wish there would be like whole almonds in there. There's like really not even almonds in this piece. You can't really taste the almonds. They're just like a very faint taste of almonds there. But to the most part, it's just chocolate. I was gonna move on to the sea salt, but let's try peanut butter. Because again, sea salt might be the dark horse. And let's see what peanut butter is all about here. And this could be hit or miss, man. This could be hit or miss. Let's see. Oh, it's so soft. I don't know if you like that or not. I don't know about this one yet. Because you think of like, when you think of peanut butter and chocolate, you think of like Reese's Pieces, right? I'm trying to compare it to that. The first bite was a little jarring. It's very mushy, like peanut butter would be. It's not horrible. I'll say that. It's definitely not horrible, but so yeah, you can see the peanut butter is just like, it peels right out. Like this thing is melting in my hands, and I've kept these inside, y'all. They've been in AC and everything. They're not like they were sitting outside, but so I don't know how I like the mushiness of it, but it's chocolate and peanut butter. You know, it's not disgusting or anything like that. One thing I will say about it, because I was just kind of like pondering it right now, I don't know if I could finish a whole bar, and I think that says a lot about candy too, that people should take into consideration, because it might be too much. I think that's why peanut butter cups taste so good, is because you get 2 peanut butter cups and like it's a good consistency of the whole thing. You know, it's, I don't know, like they hit it on the nose there. Also, this peanut butter tastes like peanut butter that's slabbed on, whereas like, you know, peanut butter cups, like the peanut butter is like mushed in a different style. You know what I mean? I don't know. So take that into consideration if you're a peanut butter fan. I don't know if I could finish a whole bar of that. Now for the final bar, the Feastables Dark Chocolate Sea Salt. Now this just sounds disgusting. Way too much chocolate today. Again, this just sounds gross. And it's also, so I have actually, I know a lot of people don't like dark chocolate. I've grown to like dark chocolate because I hear it's healthier for you, yada yada. I don't know, I'm not a scientist. But I have kind of grown to it because I will eat a lot of dark chocolate almonds. I'm not gonna have an issue with the almonds. I'm not gonna have an issue with the dark chocolate, I should say. It is going to be the sea salt that I'm very curious about. But dude, I will say this is like the most solid bar. Like this bar feels solid. So that might be the salt in it. I don't really know why, but this feels a lot thicker and harder than those other 2 bars. So take that into consideration. Like, that's a clean break when it comes to chocolate. But here we go. Dark chocolate sea salt. Let's see if it tastes good. I want to whoosh it around in my mouth for a little bit. I mean, not disgusting so far. Definitely, I can taste the dark chocolate. Oh no. Dude, is there literally chunks of salt in here? Oh no. Who likes that? Oh no. No. I feel like my voice is going a little British there. Oh no. This is disgusting, mate. No, that wasn't British at all. You know what I mean? I just felt when a candy gives you accent after eating it, I don't know if you want that. Oh, I need milk. Who? Salt in chocolate? No, I don't know. Dude, you gotta be a fiend if you want salt. Like, dude, I could literally taste bits of salt, like cube or something in there. Gross. If you are buying candy salt, you need to get yourself checked out, because that is crazy. We have enough salt in anything as it is, and now you want it in your chocolate? Do I think MrBeast's new formula, new candy, whatever you want to call it, is better than something I would buy that is like Twix, Reese's, Hershey's? Now, I don't really buy Hershey's in general, unless it's the cookies and cream bar. That bar is pretty fire, but for the most part, I don't know, like MrBeast would not be in my top 3 to 5 selections if I had my whole pick of the litter. Like, I'm going Kit Kat, I'm going Snickers, I'm going like, you know, the OG classics that are really good. Now, if MrBeast wants to try to make something like a Kit Kat or a Snickers or something like that, then maybe you can consider me, because the chocolate's not bad, but they're all kind of boring and basic, and you could probably get some better versions from some other companies.
Now, to be fair to MrBeast, I ranked each bar separately because I feel like all of them appeal to different audiences, because I would give almond candy an A tier, the peanut butter would be a B tier, and that dark chocolate sea salt should automatically get you to unsubscribe from MrBeast because that candy is F tier. So there you have it, my rankings for YouTuber snacks that I could get my hands on. Do you agree with the list, or do you think it's as bad as FaZe Rug's candy? Let me know in the comments section, and as always, don't forget your daily dose of juice. Beep!